Hey guys, my name is Hannah and I would say, let's have some fun today. Okay, like I promised, I did 3 looks with the Tom Ford Daydream Palette. This palette is so beautiful, it's right up my alley. I was immediately in love with it when I saw it, and when I saw that the brand will bring out this palette, I jumped on it. And it's a re-release. I think it came out 2 or 3 years ago. I didn't knew that. So if I knew that at that time, I think I would have bought it for myself. But I think I also wasn't that into luxury brands yet at that time. So I'm very happy with this palette. Including this look today, you will see everything, what I did, what I used, how I did it. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. I just used all of the 4 colors for my first look because I always want to show you everything of the palette, you know, so that's because. But for my 3 looks, I really kept it real and how I would normally use this palette. I wrote everything down because I can't remember everything, it was a lot. So let's come to the first look with this palette. And for the first look, I did go in with a big packing brush into the dark blue and I did go all over my lid with it. I just wanted for that day, you know, a really dark, beautiful smoky eye, but I also wanted that it's not too much, so I tried to really go along with that feeling that I had. And after that, I used a big dense blending brush and I did go into this light white shade and I blended everything out. I blended the dark blue out, I made it a little bit more smooth, and I also did go to the brow bone area with that light white shade. After that, I used a smaller packing brush and I did go again into the dark blue. And I tried really to focus it this time really at the back of my lower lash line because I didn't want that my whole eye is looking too closed and too dark, you know. I wanted to keep it at the same time fresh and light. So I really tried to stay focused at the back portion of my lower lash line. And with the same brush, I did go again into the light white shade and to the front of my lower lash line. So basically at the rest of my lower lash line that I didn't cover it with the dark blue. After that, I used the light shade again with a small inner corner brush this time, and I put it into my inner corners as well. And to round everything up, I used my Melt Supernatural mascara and really packed it on. I love this mascara so much. And for my lips, I decided to go with my Pat McGrath Lady Stardust because my eyes were so bold. I wanted that my lips are there as well, but I didn't want that it's taking over my eye look, you know? So I thought it was a very beautiful combination of everything. I really loved that look. I think it was exactly what I wanted for the fall time. I wanted dark and smoky, and I also wanted that my eyes were kept a little bit more open, a little bit more wide. You know, I didn't want that everything was looking too dark. So I think it was a beautiful and nice combination overall. Okay guys, now let's come to the second look. For my second look, I promised I wanna do a look just with those 2 colors right here, just with the very light colors in here. They are both a little bit more metallic. I would say the light white and this lilac-y silvery shade are both a little bit more metallic, and the dark blue and this lilac shade right here are a little bit more on the satin side, maybe, but overall they are all in the same category of formulation. And yeah, I tried to stay with those light shades in here. And for the second look, I did go first into the light lilac silvery shade with my finger, and I put it again all over my lid for a really beautiful light effect, and I thought it was very stunning. After that, I did go in with the light white shade and I blended the lilac-y silvery shade out with that. And after that, I did go into the light white shade with my small finger and put it into the inner corners just to have my eyes again a little bit more opened, and I really wanted a very light, fresh type of look. So then I did go in with a small blending brush into the lilac-y silvery shade again, and I did go all over my lower lash line with this one, just to keep the theme going, you know? And I really liked that. I thought it's overall very fresh looking. And with the same brush, I did go in again into the light white shade and into the front of my lower lash line, a little bit to brighten it even more up, you know. And I also used that shade to create something like a wing towards my front portion of my lid area, like I sometimes do, just to blend it a little bit more better out and to give it a beautiful effect when the sun is hitting me, you know. Then you really can see this wing thing that I created. I really love that. And to round everything up, I did go in with my Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. And for my lips, I decided to use my Pat McGrath Flash Fatale lipstick to, you know, keep the theme going, I would say. I think I used for all the 3 looks my Pat McGrath lipsticks, and I really enjoyed them again. So yeah, that was the second look. I really enjoyed it again. It was very fresh, and at work I also did get compliments for that look. So I think it's speaking for itself. And I think it was a very fresh contrast to the dark blue that I did on the first day. Now to the third and final look that I'm wearing today. I really like it. I think it's also, again, very fresh, but a little bit different than the looks before. And what I did for that look is I wetted my brush this time. I really wanted to show you the wet and dry formulation with a wet brush, and I wetted my brush with the e.l.f. face spray. I did go in with a very dense, bigger packing type of brush, and I did go into this lilac-y, almost pastel-y kind of shade. I really digged my brush in there, and I did go all over my lid again with this shade. I just wanted to show you the effect that it can give you. I would say it didn't really darken this shade or anything, but it made it a little bit more on the vibrant side. So it was a little bit neon-like, but also not really. It's not a neon, but it's almost giving that neon type of effect if you wet this shade, I would say. And I did go in again with my finger and just to the middle portion of my lid, just to give it a little bit more, you know. I wanted to bring out the most of this shade. And I blended everything out with a brush and no additional product on it, just to make it overall a little bit more smoother. And then I used a small angled brush and did go into the dark blue to create a wing. I really wanted to make something a little bit more unique, and I thought this dark blue will really help to give the look something a little different than the other 2 I did, you know. So I really loved that. It took a little bit of time, to be honest, not because of the dark blue, because of me. There are some days that I can create a wing in a second, and there are some days where I need a little bit of time, but eventually I got there and I was really happy. After that, I did go in with a packing brush into the lilac shade again, and I put it all over my lower lash line and called it basically a day. I really loved that, and I thought it was very beautiful. And to round the look up again, I used my Chanel Volume Mascara. Didn't use it for a longer time, so I thought, why not? Let's use it. I have a sample size, but it's working beautifully and I really like it. And for my lips, I used my Pat McGrath Nude Romantique lipstick. I thought this look was very rounded up, very beautiful. It took a little bit of longer time, to be honest, because I wetted my brush, because I need to blend everything a little bit more out again. But at the end, I did get a nice outcome. So I think it was worth it overall. Those were my 3 looks. I really liked them. I think they were all unique and beautiful. I enjoyed my time with this palette right here so much. I think it's a really stunning and nice palette. I'm so happy I have it. I heard from you guys that not all of you have it yet in store or online. I hope it will come to you. I don't have further informations as well. I just saw that on the Tom Ford website it's sold out. I don't have any information. I just know, I think that it's a limited edition palette, so I hope it will come to you as well, into the stores, if not into the stores, if it can't make it, I hope it will sell online a little bit more all over the world, because I really, really like it and I'm happy I did get my hands on it. Like I said, wouldn't thought that it will sell out that fast, but it seems like it's a very popular palette overall. And I can understand why now. And yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, I hope you give me a thumbs up, that I know that you like this kind of content. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and click on the little bell to get notifications here and there when I'm posting something new. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. To be honest, today it wasn't easy for me to film. I don't know why, there are some days where I can't talk. And it's one of those days, it seems like, but I tried my best. So I hope you enjoyed it anyways. Maybe you didn't notice, I hope so, but in case you didn't, I'm telling you now. It was not a good day, not a good filming day, at least for me, somehow. I don't know. I hope there will be something good in this footage, so we will see. But hopefully next time it will be a little bit better, and until then, bye guys.